Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, live on KRC, we present you the NASCAR Chase for the... oh God, I already messed it up. The NASCAR 06 Total Team Control video game presented by EA Sports. Craftsman Truck Series season opener at Daytona. Of course, we're doing a season mode for the Truck Series, the Busch Series, the Cup Series, just like we did in the last game in this EA Sports gameplay or playthrough series, I guess. We started with NASCAR Thunder 2004. We made our way to NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005, and now we're here. NASCAR 2006 Total Team Control. I accidentally said Chase for the Cup 2005, or was about to say that just because it's been a force of habit with the EA Sports video games. We had a good 15-month stretch with that, just wrapped things up last night, winning the Cup Series Championship with Greg Biffle at the Bristol Night Race. But now it is time. We're going to run the 2005 schedule for all three series in the first season. Then the second season, we will do the custom schedule season as well. Now, of course, you guys got to fan vote for which drivers I was going to race as for the Truck Series, the Busch Series, and the Cup Series on the first season. And you guys voted for me to race as Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series, so we'll try to get him his first championship there. I will be racing as Ron Hornaday starting tonight in the Truck Series. And then in the Busch Series, we're down to two, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Carl Edwards. So that will be in the poll, and I will create that poll right here, right now. So let's go final round. In the Busch Series, be nice if I could spell right. In NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. So the final round. Now I gotta put the names in, that would help. Carl Edwards, number 60. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., number 81. The poll should be coming up in the chat. Yep, there it is. Alright, so that poll will be here throughout the course of the night. Davion West, Billy Carjoy, Tyler Burbeck, Billy Kramer, Derek Booth, Cars One Boy, Mark DeMars, and many others. Welcome to the stream. About to get ready for qualifying. I have not even touched this game yet. The only thing I did was the preview to the game where you kind of have to swap as Jimmy Johnson gets into a bad accident. He flips at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. And you have to swap to Jeff Gordon and just hold on to the lead the last two laps. And I was able to do that. That's literally all I played of this game so far. So I did not practice. We're jumping straight into qualifying. And then we're going to jump straight into the race from there. So like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content, live realistic commentary for full-length races, whether it is the real races on the weekend or the video game races during the week. So here we go. New game. Let's see what we can do. Season opener for the Truck Series. Qualifying with Ron Hornaday in the 6 for Kevin Harvick Racing. Terry Road, King Diamond Jeff. Bentley Potts, welcome to the stream as well. Oh, that's right. We have the dash. Okay. So, new features in NASCAR 06, as you can see. The graphics in this game are a lot better than NASCAR 05. I will say that much. And not only the graphics are more enhanced, but look, we have the pole meter at the bottom, or the qualifying meter. I love that about the later EA Sports games. I only played 06 and 07. I never played 08, 09. But I love the fact that you can actually see as your lap progresses where you're looking at. So I will do a lot more qualifying going forward with these games. I didn't do it a lot beforehand, but now that I can actually see a live leaderboard and qualifying, it's going to be interesting. 2 laps for Matt Crafton to try and set the quick time under the lights at Daytona before the Nextera Energy 250. Or actually, no, that would be what it's called now. I think at this time it was the Florida Dodge Dealers 250 at Daytona. Hornaday trying to hold the bottom. He's got a really tight race truck right now. It's washing up the racetrack, and he's having a hard time trying to keep it on the inside. He's going to scrub some time off on lap 1. I will say the game feels slower. And I don't know if it's because the graphics are that good, but it just like, it feels like I'm moving 2 miles an hour. I don't know why it's like that. Craftsman a lot better that time through turns 3 and 4. Got the truck to stick down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll have one more lap. Try and set the quick time. Definitely have to loosen this truck up a little bit because it is too tight. Fourth on lap 1 for Craftsman, or sorry, for Hornaday. Craftsman was in this same paint scheme and same truck in NASCAR 05, so sorry for me saying Craftsman. Again, way up the track and actually in the wall in turns 1 and 2. That's going to likely cost Hornaday a shot at the pole. And that might have been all she wrote. He definitely needs to loosen this race truck up quite a bit. It is just way too tight. So it looks like Hornaday is going to be driving... or qualifying in 4th. At least he started up towards the front of the field to get the season started. That's why I probably should have practiced before. I didn't have enough time, though. That's the only reason I didn't practice. I got home from the golf course a lot later than what I thought I would, and I only played 9 holes, if that tells you anything. 49.059 was that first lap time for Oh my goodness, I gotta stop saying that. For Ron Hornaday, and Hornaday will be starting 4th. Looks like Chad Chafin in the number 30 truck is going to be on the pole in this one. So Chad Chafin on the pole, and our driver, Ron Hornaday, going to be starting in 4th. Not bad. Definitely going to loosen this race car up. I can't add downforce or take away downforce on the super speedways. I'm going to go down to 1.5. Hopefully it's still not too tight. I'm going to add a pound of air pressure also. Really trying to loosen this thing up from qualifying to practice. Looks like we're starting outside row 2, and then Shigeki Hattori will be on the inside of the row. Terry Road, Brian Rodriguez, welcome to the stream. Cars and trucks drive like ice in this game. Well, I was tight as could be in qualifying, so hopefully I didn't loosen it up too much. Reagan Fan 6, Alan Barkley, welcome to the stream as well. 28 people watching right now. Again, make sure to vote in the poll in the chat for who you want me to race as in NASCAR 06 for the Busch Series. We'll start that season tomorrow night. But tonight, it is time on NASCAR 06 for the Truck Series. It's a new beginning. Chad Chafin will lead the field to the green, and the debut of NASCAR 06 is underway on the channel. Getting up to speed. Hornaday going to give a bump draft to the truck on the outside right now. And that's going to shoot the second place truck to the lead. Hornaday trying to get up to speed now in the outside lane. And he's got help from behind, but the inside line's definitely taken off a lot better. Hornaday just cracked the wall a little bit. That's not going to help him at all either, and he is fading after losing the momentum off the exit of turn 2. Actually gets down to the bottom lane in 8th place, losing 4 spots on the opening start of the race, but he did give a great push on the initial start to get whoever that fantasy driver is out in front. Now, oh boy, still tight, off the exit of the corner, and now the 3 wide. This is not where you want to be. 3 wide middle is Ron Hornaday with a very tight race truck. Oh my gosh. Lifted a little bit to get into turn 3 that time just to keep the truck from wanting to drive up into the wall, especially being on the outside lane. Finally gets down to the bottom. So he was tight in the middle of the corner in qualifying, but now in the race it seems like he's tight off the exit of the corner still. Chevy Johnson, welcome to the stream. Just trying to stay in the draft though is the big thing right now for the 6 of Hornaday. Try to keep the truck on the bottom even if he has to lift. That's obviously not the way you want to do things at Daytona, but on this bumpier surface, it's a little harder to keep the handle of the race truck, and that's why handling matters so much at Old Daytona. Bill Lester in the 22 truck right in front of Ron Hornaday on the inside lane, and they are making some time. It's a 100-lap, 250-mile race today. Again, of course, no stages in the 2005 season. Oh, contact off the exit of turn 2. Knocked the 6 truck out of control a little bit. Got a bit loose. Stays on the inside lane. Lost the 22 truck just a little bit. Trying to jump into the outside lane in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Get some draft off of the 119 truck. I can't see the names because of my laptop up right now, so... Oh, boy. That was a dangerous area to bump draft. Right in the middle of the tri-oval. On a bumpy Daytona surface. In the middle of 1 and 2, probably not going to be much better. I do not feel comfortable with this game. I mean, this is a completely different game. It feels like it, at least. I thought I could just hop right in and go, and I was wrong. This is Daytona, too. That's the sad part. Just wait till we get to the next race. Oh, 119 got really tight in line on the outside behind another one of the fantasy drivers. Lester and Hornaday working down to the inside to make the passes. 3 wide behind Hornaday now. Caution free through 4 laps. Not sure what the fuel window is going to be like in this game. I know in NASCAR 05, the Truck Series, for whatever reason, had a larger fuel tank than the Cup Series even. I don't know if it's normal again in the Truck Series or not, so going to have to learn the pit windows at every new track we go to this season as well. It's weird. So the race truck feels light. Like, it feels like the rear tires are kind of spinning a little bit, and the car, or the truck, I should say, is loose. But then I push off the exit of the corner. So it's almost like it's loose on entry and loose in the middle, but on exit, it just plows. I think some of it might be the dirty air, but you have to stay in the draft is the problem. Up the track and into the wall goes the 6 of Hornaday. He's going to lose Bill Lester, and he's going to have to let the next truck in line behind him. This truck is a handful right now for the 6. Daytona is not my strong suit. Super speedways are not my strong suit in these EA Sports video games. Don't remember that. Or remember that, I should say, for future reference as this race carries on. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, I got loose. Yeah, cautions are on this game. Craftsman lifting well before turn 3. Just trying to keep it off the truck in front of him. A 2.4 seconds off the lead. A lot of drafting going on. I still can't tell not only what number that is, but who it is up at the front of the field right now. Again, all the fantasy drivers basically have different names in this game. And that makes it hard, especially in the Truck Series, where I think there's only like 12 or 13 drivers that are not fantasy drivers. Billy Carjoy, welcome to the stream. I saw you in the chat earlier. It's like Shigeki Hattori is going to take the race lead now into turn 3 on lap 7, and he may lead his first lap of the race. 5 bonus points for every lap led, just like in the NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 video game. In all 3 series, and the most laps led will get 10 bonus points. Hornaday keeps having to lift. Running the outside right now, right behind the 178 truck of Jackson. Moves to the inside. Into turn 3. Might have been a little too early to make the move. I don't think he's close enough behind the 2 trucks in front of him. But he may be able to just jump back in line behind the 178 truck, and does. In fact, the 178 kind of moved down in front of Hornaday instead. Nathan Elliott, welcome to the stream. R6, welcome as well. Shigeki Hattori is in the 9. Of course, he is the owner of Hattori Racing in the Truck and Xfinity series nowadays, for those of you wondering who that is. Running full-time in the Truck series on our NASCAR 06 gameplay. And now Hornaday pulls out of line into turn 1. Oh, we got a truck in the wall on the outside. Oh, Lester! Nearly up and over. Around goes Bill Lester in the 22. He checked up for the car in the wall, and Hornaday ran right through him. Almost up and over went Lester after a hard head-on hit into the outside wall. We have our first caution of the season. I wasn't expecting Lester to check up. I don't know who that was. I was in the wall on the outside, but somebody got in the wall that was running in the top 5, and that stacked a couple of trucks up back behind him. Hornaday's going to stay out of the pits here. I don't know if anybody else is either. Zane Noble, welcome to the stream. Jaden, welcome as well. It doesn't look like anybody pit. So caution is out. I think Lester will keep his position. I don't know who that was in the wall. Somebody got into the outside wall causing that stack up. And we'll go to the restart at lap 13. Hornaday struggled on the initial start. Lester is mad right now at the 6 truck for running over him. Lester's a rival, but Hornaday's going to slip by quickly. Great restart for Hornaday in the 6 this time. Quickly jumps up to 5th, gaining 2 positions. Now looks to the outside of the 30 truck. No, he'll just stay in line behind Chafin and try to catch some of the draft. Lester closing in from behind. He may turn the 6. I don't know. He might be upset. And now Hornaday maybe a little slow getting to 4th gear, and he is losing the top 4 in front of him. Trying to block down to the bottom as they work their way into turn 3 and get up to speed at the high banks of Daytona. Shigeki Hattori led at the time of the caution and led to the restart. 2 and 3 wide back in the pack behind. Truck wants to get really light in the tri-oval, too. 30 truck of Chafin starting to lose the leaders up ahead with the draft from behind. Bill Lester's pulled his way into 6th, right behind the 6 truck, who was in 5th place of Hornaday. Hornaday going to try to block the 22. He does not want the 22 to get alongside of him, if anybody, right now, because he may wreck the 6. And Hornaday does not need to be involved in an accident. Oh, Hornaday getting tight. Lester nearly gets into the left rear of Hornaday. Hornaday got a bit arrow loose because of it. And here comes Kevin Harvick in the 92. That's Hornaday's team owner and teammate. Harvick, the only Cup Series regular running in the Truck Series, at least part-time. I would have to assume. I don't think he's going to run the full schedule. I could be wrong, but the 22 of Lester all over the back of the 6 off the exit of turn 2. Hornaday's trying to get to the 30 truck of Chad Chafin and try to draft off of him. '92 is Chad Little. No, it's actually Kevin Harvick in this gameplay. That is just dangerously close to the left rear when they move up. It's amazing how close these trucks can get. They definitely get a lot closer in this game than what they did in 05. I felt like 05 I had a bit more breathing room. Chafin running the outside right now. Hornaday trying to stay with him on the outside. Hornaday wants the 30 to go to the bottom. Instead, somebody's going to plug the bottom lane up for the 6. Hattori continues to lead. Hornaday going to give a bump draft to the back of the 30. Actually, no bump draft this time. Just stays locked in line right behind him into turn 3. Had to lift a little bit. Still washes up near the marbles on the outside. Lester also running the top right now with the 30 and the 6. Very, very close quarters racing out the exit of turn 4. Oh, Hornaday, a little contact. The 30 truck got into the side of the 6. It's a 3-car breakaway at the front of the field. Hornaday is going to move his way up to 4th, right where he qualified. And the 30 back to the outside with a run again. Lester coming up the middle. Now ducks to the outside. There's going to be 3 wide into turn 3. And Hornaday is going to be in the middle. And his rival Lester's towards the outside. One truck pinched down on the bottom. Contact up high. And Hornaday's in the wall on the outside. And now gets creamed by a truck on the bottom. Hornaday couldn't hold his line. They're going to lose major track position now in the middle of the pack. And now would be a great time to take a little bit of a field pass following the first yellow of the race. And I messed it up. I messed it up. Which way do I have to put it? There we go. Swap into the 133. Oh my gosh. I hit the wrong button. I need to get used to this. So the 133 truck is one of Hornaday's teammates. So happens to be one of the fantasy trucks that is going to run for Kevin Harvick Racing this season. And the 133, as you see right now, currently in third place. Of course, remember, we're going to race to the end as Hornaday no matter what happens. That's who we're trying to get points for. The 133 is losing a lot of ground by himself right now as it's starting to become a two-car breakaway at the very front of the field. At least Hornaday has help towards the front. Now we'll try to get to the 92 of Kevin Harvick. We'll see where he's... Oh, no, that's not the right guy. That's not the right guy. There we go. There's Harvick. I'll get used to it eventually, guys. This is the first time. I haven't had a chance to test this yet. So Kevin Harvick is currently in the 16th position in the 92 truck. And is actually right behind teammate Ron Hornaday. Big run for the 92 to the back bumper of the 6. And he is going to work with Hornaday on the outside lane. Hornaday's going backwards. Harvick has to check out of the gas. Ended up in the outside wall. And now they're 3 wide right in front of him. It's getting sketchy. Move down to the bottom. Hornaday's caught in the middle again. Harvick wants to help him, but he doesn't want to go up the middle either. I think he's just going to pass Hornaday. It's not something I want to do. Maybe Hornaday will hop in line behind the 92 of Harvick. There's a move. 3 wide. Oh, contact into turn 3. They tried to go 3 wide. It didn't work. And Harvick gets a bit tight. Oh, he's in the wall. I wonder what the setups are for all these drivers. Like, I wonder if it's just my setup in all the trucks. And we'll swap to the 120 and we'll see where he's at in the field. And the 120 truck is in 4th, so... Oh, there we go. I was wondering why I didn't have control yet. Alright, so 3rd and 4th are 2 of the Kevin Harvick Racing trucks who happen to be the fantasy trucks. And then 15th and 16th is where Hornaday and Harvick are at right now. Shigeki Hattori set the pace early after taking the lead on lap 7. Hasn't not led a lap since. Move to the outside for the 152 truck. Side by side for 4th place on the back straightaway and working their way into turn 3. That was a big block. And we'll go back to Crafton. We'll go back to Hornaday this lap. This is not a great commentary in this race. It's good at times, but I'm fumbling around. This is a new game. It's a new race. I probably should have practiced and learned the field before I hopped right in, but I didn't have enough time. So going back to the 6. Back to 20th place now is Ron Hornaday, as he's lost about 5 positions since the last time we had seen him. Right in line behind the 99 of Ricky Craven. Trying to get to the 164 truck, not going to work that time. Not a lot of help down on the bottom right now, and Hornaday moves to the outside. In between the 99 of Craven and the 164. 164 looks low, so does Hornaday in the 6. Hornaday going to make a pass on Craven for 19. Just trying to pick them off one by one right now. Little by little. I will say it's a lot easier to draft, at least in the truck series in this game, without share drafting. I feel like if you weren't share drafting in Thunder 04 and NASCAR 05, you just flat out lost the draft. Look at the run Hornaday had going down to the inside. Still has a run, made a pass on 2 trucks, is inside another. Oh, little body slam off the exit of turn 2. Help coming from behind on the 6. He's up to 16th now. Van Dyke is right in front of him in the 153. Hornaday again gets a bit tight. Contact underneath. Oh, Hornaday goes for a spin. Nearly saves it. Oh, no. Never mind. He's in the grass. That is going to cost Hornaday big time. And he merges his way back into traffic. I'm surprised there was no caution for that. That was a big time save. That's going to drop the 6 truck back to 28th. And things are getting worse for Hornaday in the season opener. That one was not his fault. He got clipped off the exit of turn 4 in the left rear quarter panel by the truck underneath him. Oh, jeez, that was a bad block. Still 75 laps to go. Long ways left in this one tonight. I'd imagine it's going to be a 2 pit stop race. I'm not really certain. This is only a 25 race season. You do not want to have a bad run. Oh, hey, there we go. Caution is out, and that's going to help Hornaday. Lap 27, he needed that. Caution flag's out for the 2nd time today. And we'll see what the yellow was for. Oh, looked like the 120 truck, the Mr. Clean truck goes around. Oh, look at that. They got Mr. Clean, like, all over the back of the truck, on the front of the truck. That's great. The 120 truck goes for a spin down into the grass on the back straightaway. Looked like he threw a bad block or got tight off the exit of the corner. Hornaday's at the back of the pack. He is going to pit. We'll see if anybody else will come in with him. Wow, it looks like they're going to stay out. So Hornaday is going to pit. I'm pretty sure I have feeling like pit stops on. I should. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel for Hornaday regardless. I wonder if the trucks have a lot bigger fuel cell in this game, just like they did in NASCAR 05. Well, that is a little costly stop there. Almost an uncontrolled tire penalty for the 6th. Luckily, he was the only one on pit road anyway. So Hornaday is going to be at the back of the pack. He's going to take on fresh tires after that slide. He probably used quite a bit of them up. More grip, and that will matter at bumpy Daytona. Now that's going to be a deep clean. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. Amazon deliver boy potato something. Welcome to the stream. I didn't get a chance to read it all. And I think the 38 truck took the lead right before the caution came out. That's going to be Brandon Witt once again this season, if I'm not mistaken. He was in the 38 truck last year. I think he's in the 38 truck on this game, too. And Hornaday has to make sure he does not lose the draft. He's got fresher tires, but he has no help behind him, and he did not get a great launch on the restart. And he may be in trouble here. Well, Looks like Hornaday's lost the draft off of turn 4. Fresher tire's not going to mean much if you don't have drafting help. 69 laps to go. I don't think Hornaday can make it on fuel to the end. I need to pause it for a quick second too. I want to see if I have the fuel and tire wear on. I should. I don't know why it wouldn't be on. It's pit options. I don't think I could check it here. Unlimited fuel and tire wear off means that it is limited. Limited fuel and tire wear on would make sense, but it said unlimited, so yeah, it should be on. I don't know why it isn't. I don't think we hit halfway on fuel before I pit. It might be a one-stop race. We're going to have to pit at one point in time. I can't remember how far we went on fuel in NASCAR 05. You have to let me know down in the chat. I feel like we made it on one stop. Two cautions already tonight. The Florida Dodge Dealers 250 at Daytona, season opener on NASCAR 06, total team control. Our driver Ryan Hornaday currently in last of the 36 truck field. He just pitted during the second caution of the race, which took place at lap 27. I don't think he's going to make it on field to the end. But he does have fresher tires. The problem is he lost the draft on the restart, so it's not really going to matter. He didn't have anybody behind him, and he struggled on the restarts today. And he obviously struggled on that one as well. My only hope now is we get the big one while he's way off the pack and maybe knock some trucks out of the race, but oh well. We can alternate through the different camera angles for the first time today. And for the first time this season, we'll see what camera angles we have in NASCAR 06. One stop is likely. Yeah, I think it has to be on. There's no way I would have left it off. Because I made sure I double checked when I was looking at the settings before the start of this race. Because I know it locks when the season starts. At least it does in the other games we played. 04 and 05 it did. It might not lock in 06, but I think I would have to assume it does. Well, caution's out again. That's going to help him. So much for alternating through the different camera angles. Cautions breeding cautions, our third of the race. On lap 34, trouble off turn 4. Was this the big one? The 178 truck, we were around him earlier in the race. I think he was in the top 10 at the very beginning. And it looks like he was the only one involved. He squeezed the truck into the wall on the outside. So we'll see if the field pits this time. And Hornaday's going to wait to see if they pit. He might pit as well and go fuel only. I think either way he's going to pit. Yeah. So Hornaday will pit. Everybody else going to stay out again. Might as well top off on fuel. Take 4 tires. I mean, this makes him even closer to making it to the end. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the congrats on the 2,000 subscribers. Couldn't do it without you guys. For obvious reasons. I'm glad you enjoy the content on a regular basis. So just shy of the halfway mark. 3 cautions in this one so far. Remember, 2 more sets of tires left for Hornaday. We'll wait another time to alternate through the different camera angles. And we'll get to the restart. And Hornaday's already going to pull out of line, looking to the bottom. He does not want to lose the draft this time around. Working his way up to speed on the bottom of the racetrack. Going up, trying to side draft a little bit. And he will clear one truck, which is maybe going to be enough. We'll see. He's definitely going to block that truck, that's for sure. He's not going to keep up with the trucks in front of him right now. But once he gets up to speed, he's going to let the truck in line behind him go, and then he could draft off of him. But he needs to wait to get up to speed because Hornaday does not have the right gearing in the race truck to get up to speed quickly on these restarts. About up to speed right now. Even one truck behind him is going to make him a bit quicker than when he was by himself as well. Looks like the 153 truck's back in the lead again as well. Ron Hornaday is going to have to go from the time we went green. He would have to go, let's see, lap 38. It'd be 63 laps on fuel to the end of the race for Hornaday. After pitting for fuel and tires during our third caution of the race. It just happened for a crash off turn 4. All single car incidents so far. We haven't seen any multiple car incidents. We've seen somebody get squeezed into the wall resulting in the accident seemingly every time. And we'll say these two are definitely closing in on the next truck out ahead of Hornaday. Into turns 1 and 2. Hornaday going to go a bit wide. He's going to let the truck underneath him. Now we can drop in line behind him on the back straightaway. It's the 137 car of Vincent. So Hornaday back to last again for now. Things have not looked great for him so far, but obviously things can change. He went off strategy. Just has to run clean. It's so hard to do that. It's easier said than done. Hornaday looks to the bottom. He gets door slammed in the middle of the tri-oval in a battle for last. But he's going to make the pass nonetheless. He's lifting into turn 1. He got really tight. Tight again. At least in traffic. He's going to be in the wall. Hopefully he can keep his speed up. Vincent's going to get right back around him. They're closing in on the back of this pack right now. But Hornaday got tight. He got up into the wall. Desperately trying not to lose the draft. Okay, those trucks are side by side in front of him right now. That's going to help. I cannot hold a straight line to save my life in this game. Hornaday might be a little bit too far behind. We have lagging going on right now. If it gets too bad, you guys know I'll pause it. Try to sort everything out. We won't alternate through the different camera angles right now, but we will alternate through the field one final time in today's race. And we'll fast forward up to the 133 truck and see if maybe Hornaday could get back in it a little later. So, you guys came for some racing. We're going to see some racing up at the front of the field. The 133 trying to mix things up. Going to give a bump draft to the truck down on the bottom. Big bump draft. Looks to the bottom. Into the corner. Slides up. Barely keeps it off of him. Trying to get a little bit of help and side draft. 153 truck out in the lead. It was a big move by the 133. He doesn't have a lot of help on the inside lane. Hornaday knows he's had some teammates up towards the front of the field for a large part of this race. He just can't get up here himself. Big run on the back straightaway right now for the 133. Nearly side by side for the lead into turn 3. Big run. And we have some trucks pitting this time. Green flag pit stops are starting. This may be the window to be able to make it to the end of the race. And I think Hornaday is in the pits. We'll go up to Kevin Harvick. One truck is slow down on the bottom of the track. It's the 121. Oh, it's the 120. I think he's out of fuel. He might have went a lap too far. He couldn't get to pit road the last time. So Ron Hornaday just pit. Oh, that's terrible, though, that he pit when we weren't him. That was not good timing to do this. Field swap. We're gonna have some trucks going a lap down very soon. One truck just got into the outside wall in turns 1 and 2. Yeah, it's a good thing the field's pitting. Now I know that everything is working. Wait, what happened to Hornaday? Is he in the... Did we blow an engine? Oh, Harvick way too low. And now he's in the wall. Well, that's okay. We're going to swap away from Harvick, and we're going to go to the 120 truck next. I don't know what happened to Ron Hornaday. Maybe he had a pit road speeding penalty. There goes Hornaday out of the pits. We're going to swap to the 120 for now. Hornaday coming out onto the racetrack. Field's starting to get a little spaced apart now. I believe the 120 is already pit. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with our driver Ron Hornaday right now. Well, things are definitely concerning. And we still have a little over half the race to go. I'm assuming the window is open to the end of the race now. The outside goes the 120 truck on the 119. I'll have to look up who the 120 and the 133 trucks are. So that way when we have field passes in the next races going forward in the truck series, we'll know who it is. Now, Hornaday's on the track now, but I think he pitted twice. That's the weird thing. We'll know when we go back to him this lap. That was very odd. He definitely pitted once. I think he pitted a second time. For whatever reason. Either way, he only has one set of tires left at the end of the race. We'll go back to Ron Hornaday. And he is in 35th right now, one lap down. Wow. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know if the free pass is awarded in the truck series in this game or not. You guys will have to let me know down in the chat. If so, there's one other truck one lap down, and that is likely the truck behind Hornaday. So Hornaday needs to hope for another caution. We've had 3 of them today. He's going to hope for another. So he can get the free pass and just try to find a way to get back into this thing. That stinks that they pit for us, though. I don't know why they would short pit for us when we pitted under the caution flag. That didn't make any sense. And then the fact that Hornaday came into pit twice. It looks like Kevin Harvick is the one behind Hornaday right now. Be a good drafting partner for the 6. Oh, you know what? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Harvick's blowing up. Never mind. Oh, man. Kevin Harvick is blowing an engine. And his day is going to come to an end. What a tough race for Kevin Harvick Racing. Harvick is done. He has just blown a motor. At least it's a guaranteed not last place finish for Hornaday, but he was hoping to draft behind him. I guess now if he gets the caution, he could get the free pass. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I think we're a lap down because we just cycled, like we weren't in the draft. Cycled out of the pits. I think we just lost a lap. So we should get our lap back once the rest of the field pits, if I'm thinking correctly. But we're still going to be in 35th either way. I did not DNF. No, I'm in the 6. Racing as Ron Hornaday. Kevin Harvick just blew an engine, though. One of the teammates is gone. And it happened to be the one that was running with the 6. I don't know what's going to happen the rest of this race. This has been a really weird race so far, I will say. I don't think the cautions are done. We had 3 of them in the first 33 laps. I don't think we're going to go the rest of this race caution-free. Damon Dwan, welcome to the stream. I cannot hold a straight line on this track. I don't know what's going on. I just need practice. Oh my goodness. Hornaday's in 34th right now, and I almost wonder if somebody else is out of the race too. Every spot's worth a few points. Well, we tried to alternate through the different camera angles earlier. We're not able to do so, so we'll do that this time at the start-finish line. Last time I did that, the caution came out, so maybe the caution will come out this time. Well, the problem is, I think Hornaday needs us to stay green. Hornaday needs this race to stay green at least until everybody cycles through pit stops. So it seemed like from the time they went back green, Hornaday was going to be about 4 laps short on fuel. He pitted right when the window was open when we were in mid-driver swap, so that was just not a good time for it. But I didn't know green flag, I didn't know when pit stops are going to start. Because obviously the 6 did not need to pit then. So that's why I'm so far off the lead. I was going through the driver swap, going through a field pass, which is going to be a new feature for every race in this game, and unfortunately, in the middle of it, pit stop started and the 6 truck pitted when I wasn't actually driving the 6 truck. Unfortunately. And we have some more of the leaders coming into the pits. I almost wonder if everybody will have to make a second stop just based off the fact that we had a bunch of cautions at the beginning of the race. Have to learn a lot about the commands. Yes, I do. There's the in-truck camera. We did not have this on NASCAR 05. Nice feature to have back with NASCAR 06 gameplay. Susie Ninacek, welcome to the stream. That chat right now, or the poll in the chat right now, is very close between Carl Edwards and Dale Earnhardt Jr. for who I will race as in the Busch Series season starting tomorrow night at Daytona. Hopefully that goes a lot better than this, because this has just been brutal for Ron Hornaday. And then, of course, our Daytona 500 with Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be taking place on Thursday night with our dual race starting Thursday afternoon. Not sure on what time yet. I'll know by tomorrow night. I know the Daytona 500 will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, and tomorrow night's live stream for the Busch Series will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I'm just not sure exactly what time our dual race is going to start yet. The sad part is we pit under the caution flag 4 laps before Hornaday pitted when we weren't Hornaday. So I don't know why we would have wanted to pit that early, and after we came off of pit road, I guess we just didn't have any drafting help. And honestly, knowing I was only 4 laps short on fuel, I would have went fuel only when I pitted, if I had the choice myself. And Dead, welcome to the stream. It might be I'm Dead now that I think about it. Welcome. Yeah, this is just a sorry struggle right now for Ron Hornaday. We've had a few cautions in this race though, so I'm not going to say that this is gonna be the rest of the race. I think we will get a couple cautions. Hornaday can't have one right now, though. That's the problem. And he only has 1 set of tires left at the end of this race, too. So whenever he ends up getting that caution in pits, he can't pit again the rest of this race. The way the cautions played out in the first 33 laps, he pitted during 2 of them, and then, unfortunately, the game pit us the 3rd time. All in the first half. Waiting on that caution. I just really hope it doesn't happen when we're a lap down. The best thing is that hopefully Hornaday's the only driver 1 lap down, but I don't think so. Not until everybody cycles through pit road. Because there are a lot of trucks that are lap down because not everybody has made a stop. Race leader is on pit road right now. Deborah Renshaw will take her first lead of the race, trying to stay out to get 5 bonus points. That's one bad thing too with Hornaday. Like, we would have been able to stay out way further than everybody else. At least would have gotten some laps led and would have had at least 1 bonus point. Maybe 10, depending on how many laps we could have led. And fortunately, we're not even going to get that either. Long fight, and we still have 40 laps to go in this race. Never say never. Just remember what happened on NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 in our Cup race at Michigan. When things were not looking good, we were in 39th, 1 lap down. We rallied on pit strategy, took a 2-tire stop, right sides only, during green flag conditions, would still, well, I guess at that time it was the final stop of the race, trying to get some track position, and then hold on in case we got a caution. We got the caution, and we had the free pass position, so we were able to get back on the lead lap, and then I was able to pit for 4 tires, which actually gave me about 20 lap fresher tires on the field, and we went from running 39th on speed to finishing 2nd. It was crazy. Just fell short of getting around Tony Stewart. Even though I had fresher tires, the clean air was too much. I didn't have quite a fast enough car to get around Stewart at the end, but we pulled that out of our rear end, and you never know, something could happen just like that here. Hornaday could get the free pass, and things could be looking good for him. He is back on the lead lap right now, so I guess he doesn't need the free pass. He is the last car in the lead lap in 34th, so desperate need of a caution flag. Field is a little spaced apart now after the green flag pit stops. We're going to have about 39 laps to go. This isn't a record with the longest with no bots. It's not a record. I think you jinxed it, by the way, too, but we'll see. We used to not have some for a while. And if you're wondering also who's out of the race right now, one of them is teammate Kevin Harvick and team owner Kevin Harvick of the 6 truck, the 120 and the 133. He blew an engine running and drafting behind Hornaday, trying to help him out. Like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Live realistic live streams with the commentary side of things for both the real races on the NASCAR race weekend and the video game races during the week. The race highlight video from this last weekend's live commentary live stream that took place on Sunday afternoon will be out on the channel likely on Thursday. I was running a little behind on the editing yesterday and I didn't get everything done and I had to work today and tomorrow, so wasn't going to have a chance to be able to finish up the editing there, so a little behind on that. I apologize, and that will be out sometime on Thursday. And I will be doing live commentary for the Texas All-Star race this weekend for both the Open and the All-Star race itself, so be sure to tune in Sunday afternoon starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday for the live commentary at Texas. Speed Week's on the channel for during the week. Of course, running the truck race on NASCAR 06 today to get things kick-started with this game. The Busch Series race will be tomorrow, and then our Daytona 500 will be on Thursday with the dual race Thursday afternoon. This race started off really well until Hornaday lost the draft on a restart. I mean, outside of that, and it was the second restart of the race, and then he got a caution, and then he lost the draft again off the next restart. Oh yeah, I've not had the trivia question yet tonight. Sorry for that. Almost forgot. Thanks for reminding me, Derek. Tonight's trivia question on the channel is, who is the only driver in NASCAR history to win a truck, Xfinity, and a Cup Series race at Daytona? The pre-race is at 5:30. The actual Open itself starts at 6, though. I'm not doing a pre-race for the All-Star race this weekend. Not for the Open, at least. We're just going to go live right when it starts. Again, the trivia question is, who is the only driver to win a truck, Xfinity, and Cup race at Daytona in NASCAR history? Only one driver has ever done it. It is not Kevin Harvick. See who could get it right first. Give you guys to lap 75 if you can't get it. I think somebody will get it eventually, but it is not Kevin Harvick. Harvick never won a truck race at Daytona. It is not Austin Dillon. Well, Billy Kramer got it right. It is Kyle Busch. I kind of figured somebody was going to get it. When in doubt, when you have to guess truck and Xfinity questions, Kyle Busch is... I usually try not to make it the answer, but in tonight's case, I thought it was an interesting fact. Kyle Busch is the only driver in NASCAR history to win a truck, Xfinity, and a Cup race at Daytona. So Billy Kramer got the answer right to tonight's trivia question. Hornaday still trudging around. The leaders are closing in on him. Hornaday all by himself right now with no drafting help. 33 laps to go at the line for the race leader. And Hornaday needs a caution before he goes a lap down. And again, he could take on fresh tires one more time. He has a set left if the Caution does come out. Has to get a good restart, though. He has not had one yet today. And the sooner the caution comes out, the better. That's going to give him more laps to try and catch back up. But obviously, the later the caution comes out, the less of a chance he's going to have of trying to get a better finish out of it. Hornaday going up the track. Race leader's going to put him a lap down. Teague, and the 108 truck is the leader. Hornaday trying to draft behind him. Hornaday can't be a lap down right now. He just got blown by, though. He qualified fourth, but for whatever reason, he just does not have single truck speed in the race. And he can't even stay in the share draft right now of Teague. You guys will have to let me know if the free pass is awarded in the truck series in this game, because if so, then I guess Hornaday would get his lap back anyway, but I'm not entirely sure if that is a thing in the truck series. I think it is, because I think it was a thing in the truck series in NASCAR 05, so it should be here. So even though Hornaday just went a lap down, I think he'd still get the free pass. I don't think anybody else is going to go lap down this entire race. Nobody else has lost the draft, at least. Hornaday going to stay high purposely through 1 and 2. He's going to let Shigeki Hattori get on by. Hattori led a lot of laps at the beginning of this race today. This is going to be interesting. Hornaday is going to work with Hattori. We'll see if Hattori can catch up to the lead truck. 108's led a lot of laps after cycling out as the race leader. Be nice for Hornaday to build an ally up as well. Who knows, Hattori could be one of the championship front runners. In the tri-oval, Craftsman able to stay in the draft behind Hattori. Has to lift into 1 and 2 in the dirty air behind Hattori. Going through the bumps at Daytona. I do like this paint scheme, by the way, as well. Interesting, Hattori's running the outside. Hornaday going to stay with him. This is definitely going to be a big hole to climb out of. There is no playoff / chase in the Truck or Busch series in 2005. So it is a season-long points format for the Truck series side of things. Hornaday's tight and again in the wall in turns 1 and 2. And he's going to lose a draft of Hattori. Third place truck is coming up. Hornaday will stay down on the bottom. Chase Montgomery in the 18 on the outside is in third. I don't know why Hattori was running the outside lane. Definitely costed him. This is just sad right now. This has just been a bad race for Hornaday. The good news is there's no more super speedway races on the Truck Series schedule. This is the only one, and it's a season opener. Truck Series did not race at Talladega in 2005. Didn't start racing there till 06. So that is a good sign for Hornaday. That even though this is bad, he won't have to worry about this again. '38 truck of Brandon Witt, who led some laps earlier on, is in 4th place. He's trying to get in contention. He'll have the 6 truck drafted behind him. These guys are working together and actually going down to the bottom lane, which is what Hornaday wants. And we'll see if Brandon Witt can make a charge to the front of the field. It's tough to tell how far off the lead Brandon Witt is exactly because Hornaday's a lap down, so it's just showing behind -1. It's not actually showing the interval. Oh my gosh. In the wall. He's going to scrub some speed off the 6 again. He has just been very tight. He was tight at qualifying and at least was able to qualify 4th still, but in the race he is tighter with traffic. He didn't lose the draft that time and actually got a good suction to the back of the 38 again. Look to the inside down the back straightaway. It might have been a move too soon, though, for the 6 of Hornaday. His run stalling out. That's not what Brandon Witt wanted. Thought Witt was going to get the wall there for a second off turn 4. 25 laps to go at Daytona in the season opener. Florida Dodge Dealers 250. 2 trucks out of the race. We've had 3 cautions total in today's race, but we have not had one since lap 33. I think Hornaday just needs a bigger pack. I think if he had trucks behind him, he could stay in the draft a little easier. But there is nobody behind him. The field's so spaced out right now. I just don't... Oh, my goodness. Tight again. Actually had to get on the brakes that time in the middle of the corner to keep it off the wall. And that's going to break the momentum of the 6. And Witt is going to drive by. And he's going to say, see ya. Lawnmower, welcome to the stream. Oh, boy. The 6 is halfway out of fuel right now. I would think he could make it to the end. It's going to be interesting. I didn't see when we went halfway on fuel, but I noticed that the indicator's in the yellow. It's not green anymore. I'm going to be upset if we're short on fuel knowing that they pitted us when I didn't want us to pit. We could have been right up there with the lead pack. We'd probably still be leading. We were only 4 laps short on fuel. Initially. If we had a caution, we might have been able to actually save enough. I wouldn't have pit. I might have gambled it. It would have been worth it in hindsight knowing where we're running now. Great recovery, by the way, for Ricky Craven in the 99. He's running in the 5th place position right now, and earlier on when we saw him, he was outside the top 20. I think he qualified a little bit further back in the pack, but a good start for Roush Fenway in the 99 truck to start this season off. Carl Edwards was in that truck last year. He'll be in the 99 car in the Cup Series as well as the 60 car in the Busch Series. I can't run the outside of Daytona, guys. I'm trying. I'm too tight to do it, and the trucks in front of me want to run up high. 133 is a teammate of Ron Hornaday, so Hornaday is just going to draft behind him. He'll help his teammate out. Rather help him than the 99, Ricky Craven. Craven with a big block. He nearly turned himself, and he put himself in the wall. That hole was not open between the 133 and the 6. Craven tried to stuff his way through it. And that Obviously costed Craven a shot at a top 5 unless we get a caution now because he fell way back. He may not even be in 6th place anymore. There's a lot of speed right now out of the 6 and the 133. These teammates are working well together. Not sure who this is, but he is a teammate, I guess, at Kevin Harvick Racing in the Truck Series in this game. And they're definitely closing in on 4th place pretty quickly. I just don't know about the leader. Do they have enough time? 20 laps to go. We may see a battle for the lead one way or another. The 133 is running the bottom, too. I think if the 6 and the 133 work together, I think Kevin Harvick Incorporated is going to end up getting a win. The problem is Hornaday can't keep putting it in the wall. He almost lost the draft to the 133 car, but not quite. He may lose it now, though. I think he's a little too far out of reach. Well, trying to work together. The problem is he's slipping away from the 6. Hornaday got in the wall again. John Hamilton's the 130. Oh, my bad. Seth. Seth who? What does the up mean? So I put follow on the 133. Does that mean he's going to fall back? Follow us? I don't understand what that means exactly. It doesn't seem like he's falling back. He's running the outside after Hornaday had left him, but I'm glad I got a championship 1 in all 3 series in NASCAR 05 because this is going to be even tougher in NASCAR 06. I was not expecting that. But, I mean, NASCAR 5 is the game I played the most. That's probably why I won as many races, because you guys did not see me win that much in NASCAR Thunder 04. For those of you that remember that on the channel. Deborah Renshaw. And the 8 truck closing in on the 133. Hornaday going to draft with Renshaw down on the bottom of the racetrack into turn 3. Late in the going, this pack is heating up. Oh boy, this is getting tight. Renshaw trying to get around the 133. Can't really do it. Not making the move on the inside. Renshaw's got an opening. A lot of drafting help, more than just the 6 truck of Hornaday. Well, we have pack racing once again, but it's for about 5th place. Renshaw got a great shot that time. Might be getting a little too far out ahead of this pack. Hornaday gets around his teammate in the 133. Ricky Craven all over the back bumper of the 6 again. NASCAR 6 is a harder game. It feels like it. I mean, it feels like a completely different game. Not just difficulty either. Oh, maybe some contact up there. That was pretty close. 139 moved right across the front bumper of Deborah Renshaw. Renshaw fighting back to the inside. I think, again, that this is a battle for 5th place. Top 5 on the line at Daytona with 15 to go. 14 to go this time by. Down to the bottom goes Hornaday nearly. Renshaw moved up. Hornaday's just hoping for a caution. He doesn't want to be the yellow, though. He just got in the wall. Renshaw's blocking Hornaday. I don't know why. Hornaday is not battling her for position. Renshaw trying to get a top 5 in the season opener. The truck looks to the inside of Hornaday off the exit of turn 2. This is definitely a really big pack, but again, I think they're too far behind to catch the leaders. Oh, Renshaw with a bad block into the corner, and she got squeezed up high. Again, I don't know why she was blocking Ron Hornaday, but she was. Oh, big hit. Hornaday's going around. Oh, I did not mean to swip. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck. Hang on. I think Hornaday caused it. I didn't mean to switch. I don't know how that started. I think it started when the 6 truck moved up the track. I didn't mean to switch there. That was an accident. Or the 86th wreck. No, Hornaday was sliding in the grass. I think Hornaday started it. Well, the problem is I can't pit with Hornaday now. I hope Hornaday pits for us. Not sure how many laps left we're going to have on the restart. And the green flag is back in the air. Up towards the front of the field is Ron Hornaday. We're still a lap down, guys. Hornaday trying to get his lap back in case we get a late yellow. In contention for the win following the accident. That was our 4th caution of the race today. Another bad restart, though, for Hornaday. He just cannot get going once he gets to 4th gear. The engine just kind of bogs down. There's a lot of damage on the 6 truck right now as well. He did not pit after that caution. Definitely would have pit to repair the damage. And that's probably another reason why Hornaday is not fast right now, because he's got debris flapping in the wind. And there goes the hood on Hornaday's truck. We have a caution. Well, now he can pit for fuel and tires. Oh, man, we had a big wreck in the background. I think somebody ran over the hood of the 6 truck and nearly went up and over. So maybe not just the 6 that brought the caution out. Near flip. Bringing out a yellow with less than 10 laps to go. Our 5th caution of the race. Now Hornaday can pit for fuel and tires. Now the restart was with 10 laps to go. I'm not sure why Hornaday didn't get the free pass, other than he was involved in the accident, and maybe that was the reason why. Which stinks because I accidentally swapped when I didn't want to. So a little over a lap after the restart, we see a near flip for the 2nd time today. It's bringing out our 5th caution. We're going to have a restart late in this race. Hornaday's going to be 34th. Now he's not going to line up to the inside of the leaders because this restart's going to take place with less than 10 laps to go. And I don't know if he's still a lap down or not. Brian Gallant, welcome to the stream. Green flag back in the air. 5 laps to go at Daytona in the Florida Dodge Dealers 250. Big block by the 135 truck. Trying to stay in front of the 6 of Hornaday. This is just unbelievable that the 6 truck is this slow. He just cannot take off on the restarts all day long, and he's going to lose the draft again. We actually have 4 laps to go right now, considering Hornaday is actually still a lap down. He never got the free pass earlier. for that caution. I think it was because he was involved in it. That's what I'd probably guess. Well, we're going to see who's going to win this one now. And will they make it back to the white flag? If the caution comes out now, the race is going to end. We only have 3 laps to go. Caution came out with 10 to go, no free pass. Well, not the first caution, though. The fourth, technically the 4th yellow. So not the 5th caution. We've had 5 cautions, so not that debris caution, but the 4th caution before that, that came out with about 13 laps to go. Hornaday was a lap down, so there would have been 13 to go for the leaders. How quickly he's lost the back of the pack already. Obviously, the 6 trucks got some damage after that accident, too. 2 laps left. Caution comes out again. The race is over this late in the race. Actually, sorry, no, I forgot. We would get 1 attempt at a green-white checker finish if a caution comes out. We will have 1 attempt at a green-white checker finish. Not the way I wanted to start off the gameplay of this game on the channel, but you know, the best part is we get to try again tomorrow night for the Busch Series, and you guys have 1 more lap to vote. 51% says Dale Jr. right now. Carl Edwards, 49%. It is a close poll. That's going to be who I'm going to drive as starting tomorrow night for the Busch Series. Based on the polls last week on the channel, those were the top 2. There were multiple different polls, and they made it to the final round. Again, we'll start the Busch Series tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've seen Dude Perfect before. It's been a long time since I've watched any of their videos. Hornaday was involved in the caution, that's why there was no free pass. Makes sense. At least the game's accurate with it. Checkered flag is in the air, and I think we have just seen an upset tonight in the Truck Series race at Daytona, as it looks as if a fantasy driver has won the race. Unbelievable. Hornaday is going to finish the race, but he's going to finish 34th, 1 lap down. George Teague is your race winner in the 108 truck, pulling off the upset tonight. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Check out the finishing results. Teague gets a max points day, not only winning the season opener, but leading the most laps. 58 of the 100 laps are led by him. Chase Montgomery finishes in second with no laps led. Hatton ends up finishing with 20 laps led in third. Deborah Renshaw led 2 laps today, finishing fourth. Great run for her. Bill Lester rounds out the top 5. Ricky Craven, 6th. And Renshaw started 32nd in the field. Did not qualify well, but she was fast in the draft. Todd Kluver ends up finishing in 7th. Seth ends up finishing... Sorry, Sheth, not Seth. My bad. Sheth ends up finishing in 8th place. That was one of the KHI cars. Brandon Witt finishes 9th, and then Jackson rounds out the top 10. Witt led 11 laps as well. Hamilton finished 15th. That was another one of the Kevin Harvick Incorporated trucks. And then... There you see Kevin Harvick 35th, Ron Hornaday 34th. It was not good for those two. Hornaday finished a lap down. Harvick and Jones both DNF'd in tonight's race. 6 lead changes, that was it. That's pretty small by Daytona standards. 0.3 of a second was the margin of victory. And the total race time, 1 hour and 50 minutes. 5 cautions for 15 caution laps in tonight's race. We'll check out the season standings following the first race of the season, and then we'll close the poll, and we'll see who I'm going to race as starting tomorrow night in the Busch Series for our season there. The American Racing Wheels 200 at the California Speedway 100-lap night race will be the next Truck Series race on the channel. But the next race in general, again, will be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a Busch Series race at Daytona. I think it's Hershey Kisses 300. I think that was the title sponsor of the race of 2005. Rough start for Daytona. It was rough. Obviously, the point standings are basically just going to be where everybody finished tonight, considering it was the first race of the season. But we'll check it anyway, just see exactly how many points back we are. Take a snapshot, because George Teague and a fantasy driver is leading the points, but pulling off the upset at Daytona is the reason why. Not only just any upset, he led the most laps in today's race as well. So he'll have a 20-point lead over Chase Montgomery and Shigeki Hattori. Deborah Renshaw ends up 4th in points right now, 25 points back. Marvin Sheth, I guess it's Sheth. Marvin Sheth is one of our teammates' names, and he is in 9th in points, following a top 10 day, 48 points out of first. John Hamilton is 15th in points, 72 out of first. And then Kevin Harvick has a long way to go along with Ron Hornaday. I don't even think Harvick's running the full schedule, but if he is, it's going to be fun to see if the Cup Series regular can come back from this deep in the hole early in the year. Obviously, it's only the first race of the season, so even though we finished 34th, we're still only 129 points back. That's a lot, but considering the fact that you could score 190 points if you win the race and lead the most laps, I mean, that's that. Ron Hornaday, we'll see what he can do. He scored 61 points to hit the 34th place finish. Did not lead a lap. He's going to need better fortune at California, though, in the next one. But I can't wait for tomorrow night. I'm looking for redemption. This was not a good showing for me. The more races I get under my belt with this game, the better I'll be, guys. I'm telling you, I'll probably struggle here at the beginning like I did tonight. Hopefully I don't struggle too much so I have a shot at the championship in these 3 series, because especially in the Busch and the Truck Series, it's a season-long format, and those are shorter seasons. Again, 25 races in the Trucks. We have 24 races to go, and we're 129 points out, so that's not good. But and we have a lot of drivers. We have 33 drivers that we have to pass in points, too, so it's not just the points itself. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Man, the poll is split right now, 50-50. On 84 votes. I can't end the poll yet. We can't end the poll in a tie. Whoever has not voted, if you are in the chat right now or watching the stream, make sure to vote. Because we are deadlocked at 50% right now, and that means the next vote, the 85th vote, will be the winning vote for Carl Edwards or Dale Jr. We can't end the stream yet. We have to see who wins this. I was about to do the outro, and then I saw it was 50-50. Will it be Carl Edwards or Dale Jr.? This was a lot closer to what I thought. I figured Dale Jr. was going to run away with it, kind of like he did with the Cup Series poll. Keep it running. I can't keep it running until tomorrow, though. Once I end the stream, the voting poll is going to end. Because this is only during the actual chat as well. Voted for Dale Jr. I can't make a vote, otherwise I would. I would vote Carl Edwards, but yeah, I can't vote myself. It does not allow me to. Yeah, we need somebody to make a vote in the poll before I end it. I see you guys like, who's for Edwards, who's for Earnhardt. I'm glad you guys did vote. For those of you voting now, but 28 likes on the stream. Make sure to hit that like button, though, as well. I think we had upwards of almost 40 people watching again tonight, so thanks for everybody tuning in to see what the hoopla was all about NASCAR 06. Sorry for the bad commentary as well. I feel like I did not do a good job tonight. I was very underprepared with this game. And that reflected on not only the driving, but the live commentary as well. That will also get better once I learn the drivers and everything, but I hope for a better run in the Busch Series tomorrow. Oh, we're at 86. It's still 50-50. 2 people voted at the same time. 2 people voted at the same time, and it was still 50-50. They voted one for Edwards and one for Earnhardt. I didn't see it. I might have to go back. Oh, I can't go back and see it because it's like only in the chat on the poll. 87. Okay, there it is. Dale Jr. 88 votes. Dale Jr. 51-49. There we go. Thank you for voting, everybody. Hopefully everybody had a chance to, but I have to end the poll now because we were just kind of waiting to see who would break 50. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be who I will run for in the Busch and the Cup Series now. That was close. 51-49. And it was tied at 50. Looks like somebody else voted at the very end for Edwards. 50% to 49. Oh my gosh. That's as close as it gets. Thank you guys for voting. That was by far the closest poll we've had of any in any series yet. It was 50-50 after you voted for Edwards because somebody voted for Earnhardt at the same exact time that you voted for Edwards. It literally went from 84 to 86 votes and it was still tied at 50. That was shocking. Earnhardt by 2. Yeah, so it looks like we'll drive the 81 Dale Earnhardt Jr. paint scheme. I think it's an Oreos paint scheme, but I can't exactly remember. 81 car, that's an odd number for Dale Jr. Under arrest for poor commentary. I'm sorry. That's what I pride myself on with the channel, so trust me, it hurts myself. I critique myself very harshly with this stuff, and this was not the best stream. It was very chaotic. In a good way at times, but I think this stream might have under-delivered, but I appreciate you guys for sticking it out, and I appreciate those that hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure to do that. Like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the channel. Thanks for watching. Busch Series race at Daytona tomorrow night.